So I've been sitting around just kind of contemplating and thinking about the political process right now in late March 2016, and a scenario kind of popped into my head that I thought I would throw out there and see what everybody thought. Right now, as it stands, Hillary is probably going to beat Bernie Sanders, despite the fact that I am completely feeling the burn, he's not going to win. Trump also is likely to win the Republican nomination, although there's still some important states hanging out there, and who knows what's going to happen at the Republican convention and Trump's beatdown when all his supporters decide to show up with like nail bats. The funny thing here is I've shot my mouth off at least a couple times to my friends and family that, like it or not, Hillary was going to be our next president. But here we are, and I think there's actually a decent chance she might lose. Now, if things had gone the way I figured that they were going to go, and pretty much everybody else in the country, it was probably going to be Hillary versus some stooge that the Republicans were going to roll out. Whether that was Cruz, Rubio, some guy named Jib, none of those guys had any chance against Hillary. So here we are getting closer and closer to Trump actually getting the Republican nomination, and I'm not so sure it's going to be the bloodbath that we were all thinking. For starters, Hillary is completely establishment, and Trump is not. Trump is the polar opposite of establishment, and that's kind of what scares me about the whole situation. He seems to be very good at using his reality TV show skills to convince people of his crazy ideas. Somehow those crazy ideas and slightly fascist, intimidating techniques have been working on the American stage. All of Trump's tactics would make any dictator ever just give a little tip of the hat. I just don't feel very confident that Hillary's going to be able to stand up to his constant bombardment. You genuinely have no idea what this guy is about to say next. Is he going to make Mexico pay to build a wall? Is he going to make Muslims walk around with identification cards? Is he going to make every Muslim register? Is he going to make some crazy statement like close the borders to everyone in the second largest religion in the entire world? As the great Ron Burgundy once said, you got to keep your head on a swivel when you get caught in a vicious cockfight. So with my scenario so far, Clinton gets the Democratic nomination, Trump gets the Republican nomination. Trump uses his bullying, schoolboy, playground tactics to some effect and manages to keep the playing field vaguely level, and we've actually got a close presidential race between the two major parties. So what is the situation that I'm so worried about? The problem with Hillary is that there's been two scandals already that have almost derailed her presidential bid. You got all that mess with Benghazi and if she knew what, whoever, and then you've got the complete clusterfuck of her emails. So my concern is in the middle of this presidential race between Trump and Hillary, some little tidbit drops that blows either Benghazi, her emails, or maybe some new thing wide open and ruins her presidential campaign altogether. I mean, it's not crazy conspiracy talk at this point. There are two legitimate things that have almost derailed her campaign. If something like that happened, Trump would have a clear shot at the White House. At that point, the public opinion might actually swing in the Republicans' favor, and the Democrats might not show up in force the way they would have otherwise. Then lo and behold, look who we're swearing in as our next president, the orange-faced toupee. There's pretty much nobody from any side, left or right or center, who would have seen this coming. So that's my concern. So you tell me in the comments down below, am I teetering on kind of crazy conspiracy theory? Do you think maybe that's something that could actually happen? Now, God knows I don't want it to happen. I'm a Bernie Sanders supporter, but I'll take Hillary, I'll take establishment if it comes down to it. In absolutely no way is turning the clock back to 1953 and letting that fascist with a toupee into office the correct thing for America. So thanks for watching the video. Please feel free to check out our channel. We've got free music lessons, free guitar lessons. My band's debut album is available to stream for free, as well as music videos. We've got loads of content. Thank you for watching.